Skeleton.
Greetings, human.
How are you?
Fantastic, human. How are you?
Meh.
Meh? What's
Alright.
wrong? What's wrong?
I'm okay. Just dealing with some stuff. I'm okay. Mwah. You look very cool today. I see that you're a cool dude. Are you streaming? Are you streaming? Haruki.
Greetings, humans.
It's killing me.
Ah, you're low performance. Let's set up this. Let's set this. Performance options. Poor.
Hi, Dante.
Oh,
Hi.
no, it's not.
How's it going?
Pretty good. I'm sad that I don't have my server laptop. I'm upload
Which one?
my server.
Your mic's cutting out.
Oh, the server. Oh,
Oh,
Mike's going out. Let's shout.
yeah, it
well,
works.
that seems to help somehow. I don't know.
That's true.
I like how everybody who spawns in like looks for you, but you're just here, looking through the window.
Yeah, I
Just watching them as they go by.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look at what's new. Let's look at what's new in this world. Wow.
You have any roofs?
Yeah, I don't have any roofs. Yeah.
Somebody went to look for you over there.
Yeah, good times. Anyway, this is what I'll be working on here. This is the new one, so I put. I don't like how the light comes through. The light should not be able to come through.
The light?
Well then, to do stop
like
that, I would
shadow?
say, well, what you need to do there is just either have it laid up to the floor, or make sure that if there are, see where the gaps are, make sure there's not actually a gap in it. And if there isn't a gap in it, then check your lighting options. Maybe it's too intense.
Yeah, there's no gaps in it, but.
So maybe the light might be too intense, or maybe the light needs to be rendered properly. I don't know. Light's a bit finicky thing sometimes, so it could be a little bit playing around, adjusting things, tweaking things. But add jump to your map for Christ's sake. Why haven't you added jump to your map?
I thought I did. Oh, I remember what happened.
It's a-
It crashed. Yeah, I was uploading. I made all the changes and I was uploading and it crashed. So yeah, it didn't get saved.
I was gonna say, if you didn't know, I can tell you how to do it. So I've told enough people, because like one of the things always, like I come across maps like, oh nice map, can't jump, -5 points.
Yeah, jump should really be a default. Like,
Well, yeah, it kind of should be, but at the same time, it depends on if your map. It's like if your map doesn't need it or you want it, then you can put it in it.
so what I'm going to put is on the other side, the ground. This is a retaining wall, so the ground's going to be up there. on the other side.
Ah. So you can use like terrain editor, is it?
Yeah, fix the walls. Fix the walls.
Thank you.
Well, the walls are fine. They haven't got clothes on them.
Yeah.
Like this is what a mesh. No, it's not really a problem. Like meshes will always act like this until you put a collide on them.
No.
So I put some colliders on it, but I don't remember which ones, so some of them won't let you go through it.
Yeah. Well, I think it's what I'd recommend. Where are you making this model? In Unity or Blender or what?
SketchUp.
Okay.
SketchUp. Yeah.
Okay. What you can do is make a version of the map that has no doors on any places and anything you want to open, they have nothing in them either. Then save that as a model.
Right.
Use the mesh to make the mesh of your world. So all the walls
I
will be
am your
collidable.
personal bodyguard.
Does that make sense to you? So basically, you use the mesh of a world that hasn't got any doors or anything, so you can just walk through the doors.
Yep, I see even.
So basically, and that's what you want to do. So you basically make a version of the map that hasn't got the things. Just cut all the stuff that you need to walk through, and then you add that later, where you can have a door with a glide that you can have. That.
What I'll do is I'll just delete the doors, select everything, collide everything, and then put the doors back in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically,
That's what we'll do. Yeah.
Because that way you can but you make sure you don't make sure if you're gonna have props and like little things on the map, make sure they're not part of the collision, like trees. Never put collision on trees. Put trees on the tree, like the actual solid part of the tree, but not the tree branches, because they will just glitch and you get stuck in them because they're too small. So it's recommended not to put it. But you can put it on,
Hey,
like,
that's Skel.
log.
Amanda, welcome to live stream. Zoe, that's Julia, Void Memes, and Magical
What?
Pancake 3. And I've been. Oh, now I'm blind.
You did that.
Let's say, imagine.
Was it from the Flash Bling?
Wow, that's terrible for everyone in VR.
Come on.
Sorry, I already had that avatar blocked another time.
Yeah, I blocked their avatar too.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh, I remember seeing
This
model,
is
I
the
remember
one that Marker was saying had a good butt.
I don't find this
She has, like,
attractive.
web
I don't
stuff.
find this attractive at all. This is not something I want.
Also, I noticed that your floor
Do you not like it?
is a different angle to your collider, at a different position to your actual. The floor mesh and the collider are different places.
Floor is a height map, so I've got to like move it up, cut it up, because it's not. The buildings are flat, but the height map isn't. So I need to cut it up, mold it in there somehow. So I got a mountain over here, and a mountain over there. So you know.
Well, again, so like the same thing I said before. Basically, separate it off as an actual thing on its own. Then create a mesh collider for it, and use that for the ground.
Yep, I'm gonna have like a hill here, and so you're gonna walk up to that second story.
Things take into account when you're making an avatar, you want to make sure you keep down on like meshes and stuff. But in an avatar, not in an avatar, but in a map, it's not such a big deal because the thing is all stationary. Also, make sure everything's set to static. There's an option. There is an option that's in Unity. If they're not set to static, that means it just causes extra. It's just extra problems.
How's world performance for you guys?
I have a very powerful graphics card.
Mine's rain.
I don't usually run into many problems anymore. But from what I can tell, yeah, like when I'm going around, I have no dips in my performance, so it seems like it probably would be a very good map anyway.
I think I might get some improved performance once I get rid of. So if you go through the wall here, I've got a lot of all that pink stuff. I want to make it so it doesn't render.
Well, basically, what you want to do with that is just have the mesh be one-sided. But right now, you've got a double-sided mesh. This is just you can have it on the inside and the outside, but normally you just have a mesh that's one-sided, so the inside would appear invisible when you look for it.
Yep.
So you just need to have it like a one-sided mesh, which I can't remember how to do, but like I'm assuming there might be an option to do it in the program you're using to make it. So I'd say look for some of the options in that. I haven't used that program, so I can't actually.
Yeah, the option's there. I just don't know how to use it. So I just made everything pink that I want hidden.
Yeah, that makes sense. That way, you can also give it a texture that has nothing on it. Like make a what you do is you make a texture in like something like Paint Tool Site or whatever. Give it literally no color and make it a transparent background, and that'll appear like an invisible texture. It has nothing on it.
But will it use resources up still to render an invisible texture?
No, because you can make that texture literally 1 pixel by 1 pixel.
Well, if I was to put like an invisible texture on this, that's just a color. That's not a texture. That's like one. Wouldn't it still render this just as an invisible surface?
Well, no, because if you give it a texture and that texture is a transparent texture, like a cutout texture, then it has nothing to render. That's if you can't fix the issue, but and make it only one-sided. That is another way around it. It's under consideration.
Yep. Probably best if I work out how to do that before I continue.
Yeah.
I still haven't worked out how to like re-import a model and have everything stay in its place. I haven't mastered that yet.
Like I say, with any other program like that, you just got to play around until something works.
I mean in Unity, so if I save my model and I like import it again, it will just say this is model +1, and then if I delete the model and then I import it, it doesn't. Sometimes it replaces all the things, and sometimes it doesn't.
I want to show. Do you want to? I can show you some maps that I've created, so you can see like where I messed up. Hey Dante, do you want to see that too?
Yeah.
Dante, that Skel sent you an email.
Oh, let me see.
Right, so I'll show you like certain mistakes I've run into in the past, and they're quite hilarious. I think this is one of the ones that's really broken. Let's jump in there. Yes, Dante?
Yes, human. I saw your comment. All right, here we go. All right. It's like a mirror without the mirror. Oh, it shows you. Doesn't show me though.
Did we ascend to the void?
Ah! I fell out of your map, Rookie.
I'm muted. Alright. So I was talking the whole time and I realized I was muted. Dante, come over here and you can see there's a mirror. No, there's something special about this mirror.
Yeah, it doesn't show me. It only shows.
It doesn't show you.
It doesn't show the viewer.
It's
What?
weird. Yeah, it's a mirror made by accident, and it's the weirdest mirror ever, and it makes you feel very weird when you look at it.
I'm
So-
a vampire.
So I'm gonna try and drop the port for the next one, but I might not be able to. So I'll try. I think what's the other one's a really funny one. I think the original test. No, I can't figure this, but we're gonna have to jump somewhere else and go another way. But this is the only one that's like this. Luckily. So all these chairs work.
Don't do it. You're gonna get launched down the road. Goodbye.
I'm good. Let's go ahead on another chair. There you go. The thing is, basically, this is where the bed was, Dante, if you remember. This is where
yeah.
the sofa was. This is the chair on the
Yeah.
ceiling. So like you can tell
Oh
what
yeah.
you can tell where the room was supposed to be laid out, but for some reason
But it
that
didn't.
wasn't.
Huh.
So this is the thing is like I'm saying, like you were running into problems, and that's what I'm saying. The best thing you can do with making a map is just to throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. Eventually, the more stuff you mess around with, the more stuff you break, the more stuff you figure out. Because if you figure out something that breaks something, you realize, okay, I don't do that, and then you don't do that thing again, and then you figure out something that does do something cool, and you're like, ah, I can use this to my advantage. So just play around, experiment as much as possible, and make worlds like this. You just like, yeah, this exists. It's still saved for some reason. It's completely useless. It exists. But I think can I do a port over here possibly? Ah, I can. Oh, here we go. This is the rendition of it finished. It's like there we go. Hello. This is like the finished project before I lost the project. It was basically like a friend's world. But one thing I wanted to show you in this map was good. If you follow me over here, wait for Mary. Mary doesn't know knows what the fuck we are. Also, if you're lagging, by the way, Skeleton, if you are lagging at all, come over here and click this button here that says toggle avatars. It's all these models of avatars that can cause lag. I didn't know that when I was putting them in, and I later realised that was actually a bad idea. But people kept giving me their models to put in my world. I was like,
Yeah, I'm up there. I'm
yeah, you're
Odyssey.
up there.
If you
I'm
turn
up
him back on, here I am. I've got myself in my hand.
Yeah. There's a few of me.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Where's the trap papyrus? What is this?
Well, I didn't know you at the time, unfortunately. Otherwise, I probably would have had a version of you up there.
Yeah.
It's cute. Goodbye.
No, don't throw me.
I'm trying to get my world. My newest world is only 0.5 MB, and I want to keep it at 0.5 MB. So
that's possible.
All this
That's possible.
fancy
You just need
stuff.
to. Oh, this is not fancy. This is me just playing around.
Well, yeah, but it's textures, like, you know, all these pictures that would push up the world a couple of meg.
Skeleman.
Yeah.
Come over here. Look, it's me and Raz.
Yeah, it's not picture. You can tell how old these pictures are. Like back in the day.
You disgust me so much, human.
What? You've seen that picture?
I've never been more turned off by you than when you originally came to me as a hyena. And you got and then you told me that you got Truth Pacifist as a hyena, and you broke my heart.
What? No,
You
I
turned my
didn't.
waifu
That never
into a
happened.
furry, and I don't appreciate that.
That never happened. She went to a furry room and she was very scared.
Oh.
And I told you.
No,
that.
you told me that you got her in an avatar.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Uh-uh.
That was miscommunication.
never
It
got into a
was.
furry avatar.
Let me think. It was the 28th of April. You told me that you got Pacifist into a furry yin avatar.
Into a furry world. She was never in.
You
Oh,
came up to
well,
me with a Yin avatar, and then you told me that you got pacifist into one.
No, I got TP into a furry world, but not into a furry avatar. She wouldn't.
We're going back and forth. Let's just say you're both right. And we
Besides,
just remember
I
different
didn't.
things.
I freaking don't remember it like that.
Something's happening in the
It's always-
in the stream. Let's see.
I think there's another picture of you, Dante. One of
There's
you.
one somewhere.
I'm pretty sure there's one of you.
There's one with me and.
No, I'm thinking of another one. There should be another one.
Hello there, Dante. That was a request from a viewer.
Oh.
Okay. The other thing I want to show you, of course, guys, and for a specific reason, so if you follow me, this is basically, this is as you can see, it's a high, it's a lot of, way higher file size, so there's a reason for this, I didn't know what it was doing. So if you come through here, if you click on this key. Now, this is what you can do in Unity called a terrain editor.
Yep.
I recommend you don't do this,
Okay.
because the terrain editor isn't decimated. It is going to be high poly. Not high poly, but like, you're better off doing another program that you can play around with it and play around the poly count so you can keep it low.
So don't use the terrain editor. All right. Because that was
Well, you
looking
can,
mighty
but, like,
tempting. But I've already got a height map,
there's no
so
way-
I just need to work out how to cut my height map, like holes in my height map, and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'd recommend like find a program you can work that with. But basically, yeah, like it looks nice and everything, but at the end of the day, it's probably one of the highest polished things in this map, probably. Actually, excluding the little avatars, because some of those are ridiculous. Which is why this map. That's the reason why the world's so big. It's not because of the pitch and everything. They're actually all compressed and everything. It's all the avatars, the little models of people's avatars. Because one of them in there is quite a high poly one. It's this floppy one, which has particles and stuff in it. Well, it did at one point. Don't know if it still does. Actually.
I don't remember where that is.
What's secret?
Like the world. That thing.
Distracted.
It's just a question mark block. You just click on it.
I can't click on it.
Jump.
How thick are these walls?
They are literally it's just a mesh thick basically. There's no double thickness to it.
No thickness. Okay.
I specifically made the pictures so they stick through on both sides. So if say you wanted to look at the pictures and it was crowded, you could come outside. But unfortunately, as you notice, our picture doesn't actually go through both sides. I was planning to fix those, but obviously lost the ability to edit this map. Unfortunately, I suppose it should be the picture of you.
The day I got that avatar?
Yeah, I feel like I put that picture up there. But maybe it was a different world though.
Sure.
It might have been a
be in
different
the other
world.
one. Yeah, it might be in.
I feel like it. I feel like I would have.
I walked all the way to that chair and sat on it,
Sure.
and then I came back.
Nice.
Nice.
So this map has always been like a private map that I made for myself. I've never made it public. It's just like obviously it's very friend orientated. But Dr. Potato, I was able to look at saw the statistics on like another website, and this map at one point was one of the most popular maps. Considering it wasn't, and out of like, considering it wasn't a public map, was hilarious. It was like.
Because it was Friends Plus. Shira was in here at one point. Like all of the friggin'. There
Like,
was
those
so
people would
many
join
people
me.
coming through.
But the funny thing is, people would join it, and they would start moaning at me like saying why, like they didn't know who I was, and I'd be like, you do realize this is basically my bedroom. Like literally, yeah, it's called Rookie's bedroom. It was called Rookie's bedroom because I was like, this is my bedroom. I'm Rookie. And they're like, oh, I didn't look at the world, the name of the map. Like, how do you not look at that when you join a world? Like, I always look at that because it's like karaoke. I'm like, oh, can I? It's probably like quite a long download sometimes, especially with your old computer. And like, I was like, have to think about if I want to download it or not. I'm surprised, Auntie. I thought I had that picture of you.
Here you go.
You know, when you got that avatar.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
must
in
have
the
been
other
the other
world.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the world that everybody does their animation.
Adrian says,
What was this?
Void is talking about joining the Russian army, as far as I can tell.
Mhm.
And Adrian Phillips says, I used to be a US Marine. I was the only survivor on my team, though. They told me to just go home and not come back.
Huh.
I'll show you a more simple map.
I started my training at 17, then it ended at 21. It's not as fun or as cool as you think it would be. And Void says, I want to fight for my country. For Mother Russia, human! Let's get Elmo. Let's get the Elmo meme. Listen, let's just these Americans under all these pillows. You imperious swine.
I keep dropping it.
You
like a lot more
EU
simple.
lover, Dante.
Stop that.
Stop. You stop it.
You.
How dare you try and to pretend that the descendants of the British Empire shouldn't rule. Get over here.
If we want to jump into this bottle, we've got another map. This one's a lot smaller. This one's when I start trying to optimize things a lot more. It's basically after the other map, I was like, okay, I need to be a bit more sensible with the size of the map and everything, and the text and everything. So I kept it simple. I had an idea, and the idea was just a house led out to like a small little grove. I was going to add water to this bit here at some point, but I never did. And then that was all just going to be like an ocean, but just a texture at the moment. But again, I never got to finish it. Like most of my maps, I never finished. I just left half done. Okay, my mum's on the bus. Probably get her out at some point. This map's quite simple. It has its problem. Yeah, it's quite a nice one. The only big problem with this map is this. You can just get here and you just like. But the fun thing about this though is if you get just the right point, it like launches you through the map because of how the colliders work. This is quite funny. So what I used to do is I would go underneath where people were talking and I'd just like jump, so I'd like pop up in front of them. Quite hilarious. That's a fun thing about this map. That's something you can do in your map if you want to just troll people. You just gotta be because basically if the collider's like stopping you from going somewhere, if you're on the inside of it, it'll just push you through. So it can be a fun thing to do. Sort of like just as a quick elevator, basically. In a sense, not efficient, but it does work. As you see, this one's got a lot less pictures, and it's a lot smaller.
Greetings, human.
Ponies.
Yeah. And some of the buttons don't work. Some of them do. Like one of the weirdest ones, I think, if I remember correctly, is if you turn on the bright light and you turn on the middle mirror.
Turn on the bright light and
You
look
get
at
this-
Dante's face.
No, turn on the bright light and turn on the middle mirror option, and then look in the
It
mirror.
looks fine to me.
Now, do you see what I see?
What's happening to it?
That's pretty
What's wrong with
interesting.
her face?
You gotta turn
Wait,
on the
what
bright
are we
light,
supposed to see?
Mary.
It is on.
You put the middle mirror on. It gives you this not an actual
Whoa.
mirror, but just like a shade.
Ooh.
You see the shadows.
Oh,
I don't know why it's happened, but it's really cool.
I like it.
And I want to know how I can duplicate this, but I don't have the original files anymore, because it's a bit shame. Because I would love to duplicate this as like a interesting sort of like feature in a map. Just, I feel like something just went wrong with one of the meshes or something, but probably what actually happened. But it generally looks cool. Like it's really interesting. You're just seeing shadows. It's kind of like you're seeing like Daredevil or something.
Oh yeah.
I see shadowy people, humans. Mm.
And it's just interesting.
You sound like a Yu-Gi-Oh character.
Sound like
You will never take my Millennium
average-
puzzle!
That's what you sound like.
It's time to duel! It's time to duel, Dante.
But neck bend there. That looks a bit painful.
Show me your deck, Skeleman.
What about my deck?
Spit out.
I love it when an Australian person plays half stand and like, yeah, you guys want to check out my deck?
Yeah.
Like, what do you say? I'm sorry.
You said you want to check out my deck.
I got a
Like-
big deck. At least I got a really big deck. I got a lot of cards. Some of them are fake. A lot of them are fake. Most of them are fake. But yeah.
The thing is,
They're nice to
I
look
got like
at.
5 blue eyes, white dragons.
Oh my.
Drogons.
there's only 3 of those in existence.
Oh no.
And I have all 3. Dun, dun, dun.
Adrian says, OMG, you guys have watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0. No, I haven't watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0. What's Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0?
Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 is the season that they cut out, and when it came into England, it's basically a bit too violent for basically for like what they decided the audience
It's
was.
a card game.
It's actually quite good. It wasn't a
Some
card game
people
then.
got
It
sent
was-
to purgatory. That was
No,
happening.
no. People died in the
Yeah,
actual
it
Japanese
was
version.
coma.
It wasn't. It's not like you're going to the shadow realm. It's like I'm going to slice you in half. That is a shadow realm.
Right.
A saw that will send you to the shadow realm. No, it's an actual saw and it will slice you in half. That is literally what's going to happen.
Wait, why are
This
they
is a
killing
really
each other
dark
over a
picture.
children's card game?
The children's
Because it's Japan. I don't know.
It's
But,
time
like,
for me to send you to the Shadow Realm, Yugi!
How? You have better cards
I
than
will
me.
have your
Certainly
leather
ask you politely
pants
to
once and
buy
for
them
all.
off you.
Yes! Leather pants.
Wah Yugi. Ba 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 ba. I want your
I want
leather
your
pants.
Rah,
I'm getting busy. Dante's been waxed.
What?
One of the best things about that song is like, it's just like, when he starts talking French, and the part of the song just goes, "Why am I talking French? Why am I talking
I don't wanna
French?"
I don't want to speak French. Give me your leather pants.
I love that song. I haven't heard that song in ages.
I want his
Little
leather
Karibo.
pants.
Little Karibo was a legend
Little
back in the day.
Karibo, dude.
I don't know if that goes to
It was good. I liked watching
Like,
it.
He took a hiatus for a while because his wife died, and he
oh
has
God.
like,
Wow.
a couple of kids.
Okay.
But then he came back. He's back now, though.
Yeah.
Lil Q's back.
I really just.
Back again.
Again.
Lil Karibo's back. Luda friend.
What?
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? My voice burnt. I can't even do low voices anymore. Oh my God. But it's supposed to be weird taking into consideration. In the mirror, it's not reflecting any models. It's only reflecting the shadows and where when you see them. So you just see you're not seeing. It just appears you're seeing 3D models, but really what you're seeing is just the shadows. It's super weird. That's all being done.
Your current world really good though.
Oh yeah, but I'm just like, this is just interesting. I just showing these two skeletons because like he's creating worlds, and it's like it's good to show some show other things you've made, like sort of get an idea of like how the things work. Because you learn things along the way, so like mistakes will happen. You'll learn different things. You'll learn tricks, and you realize, yeah, I know what I did wrong with that map. I can fix it in this map. And you get to a point with like my latest map, which is technically currently broken due to the fact that certain updates with VRChat seem to render some of my buttons to disappear when they are pressed, which I don't know why, and I've looked at the project several times. And yeah, it's a great picture. I love this picture. I generally love this picture because it's got everybody in it. Well, I think, well, not everybody.
Rookie.
Yes.
When you have the light on and you go outside, it does the same thing as the mirror. And you look here.
Oh yeah, it's just the entire walls. I did not notice that. Nice. Ooh.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with the mirror at all. Maybe.
Oh, wait.
Ooh. Oh.
Look at me. You see me?
Well, no, it does
I'm
have
grey.
it does have something to do with the mirror, but it's not the mirror that's doing this. It's something to do with what happens when I activate the mirror. It's doing something without something else that's messing up for some reason. Because this was before like the 2017 updates. A lot of things sort of broke.
I don't really get why. What's going on? Listen. This is really random, but Russia
Listening.
is not a place that starves people. We aren't really that mean. Some people are aggressive, but we aren't as bad as people make it sound. Coughs to Donald Trump. Yeah, Donald Trump is like Vladimir Putin. They're both cool guys. Aren't you happy that America finally gets a leader like Russia?
Did you say finally?
Not really.
Finally,
No.
humans. Listen,
No,
I
you said
understand.
finally.
Listen. America's never going to get a leader like Putin. Like he rides bears, jet fighters. He's been in power for 20 years, so that's beyond Donald
Any
Trump's
kind of
reach. He's only allowed to have
president.
8 years. How lame.
Yeah.
Oh, lame.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're if Oprah runs for president, you're gonna make another.
Listen, if Oprah runs for president and she gets assassinated and we bury all her followers in a pyramid, is the world really that worse off?
That's a really bad thing to
Listen.
say on a stream, Skeleton.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? They're building a
I
pyramid.
think you know
They're
what
building
I
a
mean.
pyramid so that they can bury all her fans in the pyramid. Look it up. It's on YouTube.
Sounds terrible.
What? They're really excited.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't
look
think
it up,
that's
look it
a-
up.
yeah, I don't
listen,
think-
listen. One of you guys look it up right now. Oprah Winfrey pyramid fans. Yeah,
Alright, hang
listen. Are you
on.
saying that if you weren't a big fan
can't.
of Oprah Winfrey, that you want to be buried alive in her pyramid?
No. Listen, I don't want to be in
No,
your
I would
pyramid
not.
either.
I would not want to be forcibly taken from my home to be buried with somebody.
You're not forcibly
rather be
being
buried
buried. You'd want to go because you want to be with
Listen.
Oprah in the afterlife.
No, it's not how it works.
It is how it works.
afterlife,
That's
I'd
what
rather
they're
be buried
doing.
with
If
So
you
would it
wanna
be voluntary?
If you want to be buried with Oprah Winfrey, you can.
No. That's like suicidal. I don't know.
Listen, I don't
It's
know
just
why you don't
wrong.
want to be with. Uganda Knuckles was created by Donald Trump. That's wow. He's got quite a
What?
portfolio. Yes. You guys should vote for me for president. Spaghetti in every
I-
pot, a chicken in every egg. Good times.
I
Okay.
would have to say, like,
That's
At least
not
he's gonna
what
be
I
feeding
want to see
people.
in my morning eggs.
yeah, but at least he's
It's
feeding
like
people.
my first two mandates is pretty foody.
Yeah, so that's good. He's helping with starvation.
I mean, we're gonna have vegetarians you can
yeah,
eat.
okay.
It's gonna be great.
Can't eat the vegetarians.
There's
they-
gonna be
they-
vegans you
they-
eat.
No, they're gonna.
You can't
gonna-
if you
eat
don't cook
humans.
You're gonna
humans
be eating
properly, you'll get sick.
Chinese and Korean and Thai.
But people are gonna
Food.
get it from uncooked people.
Listen, you don't
Well, you
eat
cook them
people,
properly,
human. That's where you
Dante.
get brain bugs. You get brain
No,
you made them do-
parasites. Yuck.
No, Dante. What you
What?
do is you take the people and you turn them into Soylent Green.
Yeah, but even that, if you don't
Also-
cook it properly,
Why
don't
is
want any of
that
this.
the
This is
issue that
terrible.
you're... Okay.
Listen, we need to build a wall around Canada.
We don't need to
why
build a wall
specifically
at all.
Canada?
Yes,
But-
because
but-
once we steal
no.
marker, the Canadians are going to come for
No.
us.
Walls.
That's
build a
very
wall-
Steal.
Yeah, all right.
Why
Okay.
don't you just
Build a
come
wall
over?
around America.
No,
Yeah,
we're not
but
giving her
the
back.
demand for
She's
marker
ours.
is too high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what? What? So we're just gonna steal her like we're not giving her back.
Yeah, and then we're gonna wall it off so they can't come and get her.
Hey Dante,
Yeah,
how you doing?
I don't know. I'm pretty good.
That's alright. This
Hey, don't you have work tomorrow, Mary?
yes.
Go to bed.
No.
Time for bed.
I'm not tired.
So you gotta work. Gotta go to sleep.
I'll go to sleep soon.
I'm just scared, Dante.
What?
Alright, that scale says, Papyrus, if you were president, can we make slavery legal? Human.
Why were you smiling?
Human. Human.
Did you smile?
Human.
He's very happy right now.
Human.
Yeah, he
Listen,
is.
I
Yeah, he
have a
is.
great fan base, and I appreciate them a lot. But we can't make something legal that's already legal.
Oh
Goodness.
my gosh.
And how do you
Dante.
figure? Like, how is it legal? What's up?
Because everyone that isn't hanging out with Cool Skeleton 95 is a wage slave.
Oh. What? Oh.
I don't appear in the mirror.
I don't think that's
see
how
it.
it works.
In the
Yeah, but you
shadow.
don't have any shadows on you.
Oh.
Exactly.
Thanks, I'm leaving
You
now.
look nice.
This one used to shit in the fair. You remember this one used to be scared of?
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
a
I
pure
did
Russian
like
virgin,
the
I vote for
frequency.
vodka to run for president.
Fair enough.
JK, I wouldn't vote for raw vodka.
Hey, Mary.
Their values are all over
This
the
kind of
place.
stuff
They
I-
just keep
this kind of stuff I've done before.
friggin' changing position.
We
Say
need
what?
to
Terrible.
listen. One time I was in
Ooh,
VRChat
that's
lobby
tricky.
and I was the only person who was not Uganda Knuckles. It was like the
Something.
Ugandan apocalypse. We need to build a roll around Uganda.
You know what's funny is as soon as I did that, I peed on that wall.
I'm sorry, what?
You don't want this sickness
What is it?
in VR chat.
Shadow?
Hmm.
I'll watch it.
Ooh, Mama's online. Let's go see her.
At the stairs. Shadow clone jutsu. What's good, fuckers?
I think that's called pussy.
Damn, is it baby? This is my shadow clone.
He offered you a drink and you threw it. Here you go. Talk to me when I'm talking. Here you go. No. You threw it again. You're not gonna drink anything.
She's a mute. I drink anything.
She can't move. Hi, mute. Huh? Mutes are adorable. I like to boop them.
Hello?
Do you like?
¿Cómo estás?
So what's good, my fucking cock loving?
Oh, wait, that's your second account?
A giant black baby just ran.
Oh wait, let me just check it out.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll do this right now. Alright, now let me log out before
Great.
I'm at
Something just exploded.
Something just exploded.
Yep. Upstairs.
Oh.
You don't have to look sad, Fox. You're not bothering me, but you are a little underage, and I got a feeling things are gonna get spicy. You might want to go back to your home.
I don't mind that spiciness.
Either do I.
I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
mean, I do have a modified version of this avatar.
You have what?
Age only
I do
matters
have
if
a
you don't
modified
want to
version
bring
of this
public law.
avatar.
As do I.
Although there's a lot of people who think it's
Oh my.
disgusting, but if it wasn't the law, then I don't think anyone would think it's disgusting. I think
No.
people would
Sounds like
prefer it,
suspicious stuff going down there, human.
especially
Me?
Oh yeah?
Nova Gems is in this world. We gotta find her and save.
Natural human
Okay.
thing.
in Japan, the age consent is 14. So in America, it's 18. So you know, it's just kind of like whatever's in the law, people are more fine with
There's no escape.
than not fine with kind of thing. America, everyone's like, ew, if they're under 18, then that's not big.
Get out of here.
But in
Well-
Japan, but just like if they're under 14, that's half. So you can't do that. But if they're
Yeah.
over, that's fine.
Yep.
And that's probably why some Americans think Japanese are disgusting. But hey, it's a law.
The Japanese culture is one of the most safe and responsible countries when it comes to that.
I mean, obviously there's still instances where people get raped, but it's not really like
It's not prominent over there.
I'm just doing a bit behind you. I guess he just paid up for you.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Oh, there you go.
Well,
Now
the
you
one I
sound
showed
good.
you a second ago.
Give me a sec, homie. I'm gonna change worlds so I can load my fucking avatar. I'll be right back.
Oh, is there a
Can y'all
glitch
hear
where you
me?
can't load avatars?
Yeah, I'm not loading for some reason.
Me neither. Oh, never mind. You just loaded in, I think. Oh, no, he left.
Come back soon, Mario! I know. Stream's over, humans.